Hello everybody and welcome to episode 6 of my Dark Elves playthrough on the Mortal Empires campaign. I'm playing Malekith here, and if you've been watching you know how badly things are going for me at the moment. I've just taken a settlement up here, but I've had to sprint straight back down because 2 more armies have spawned in and they are throwing army and army. I've also got these guys up here, Aghal, who are smashing through all of my allies as well, so I'm going to be in major conflict again very, very soon. We are actually at an end turn at the moment, so let's just get that. Right now we just need to hold on. I'm not sure I'm going to be, lasting long in this campaign still. We've had time and time again where we've just, I thought I was clawing it back and then I got smashed. And I've got one good solid army now. I did have another army which got destroyed, though I'd dropped it down a little bit foolishly, but I needed the money to be able to upgrade my settlement, so I'm in one of those situations where I need breathing space to build up, and I'm not going to get it. So, the good thing is Malekith is getting leveled up fast. I'm taking various bonuses for his troops at the moment. Though I'm probably going to start throwing some bonuses into himself soon. How Nausicaa are throwing out so many armies at the moment, it is just scary, I've already destroyed 2 big armies from this faction, and then a few turns later they get more coming down. As you can see, Aghal has multiple, and we are being attacked here by a huge force. So, we've got a nice defensive force, though this is going to be a hard battle, though if I can break them I can hopefully manage to push back up and finish off their settlements in the north, and again hopefully give myself some breathing space again to actually be able to deal with this. So we need to fight off Mung. Their lord is a Thelman Stigson, who is, it's not going to show, but I think he is a mage. Obviously Malekith is a mage, so I've not really been levelling as a mage at the moment. I'm going to be honest, I've been throwing him into the army abilities to buff up my armies a bit, because he's, I've needed to, basically. I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time. Last time I was fighting against these guys, I actually tried to move forward, to try and do some tricky tactics, to try and get around them and get them where I wanted them, and it went wrong. My entire flank crumbled, and they ended up surrounding my previous army, which, while I was never a guaranteed victory, I should have certainly done a lot better, and they ended up chasing my archers around the map everywhere, which wasn't good. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen this time, which I've got a lot of cavalry. Well, I've got some cavalry here, so I should be able to stop that from happening. This is going to be a very standard deployment. We are going to form a line, and we are going to try and do as much damage as I can. So we're going to put our Corsairs on our flanks, and our swordsmen on our flanks with a nice solid core. Malekith can go right in the centre here. Right, so this is a very boring standard formation. Got a lot of archers, which is useful. Let's pop a unit of cav on both sides, and let's keep this one ready. This is also an archer unit. In fact, I'm going to leave this forward to start shooting at people straight away. No, I'll move it forward to start with. Okay, so let's get this one forward to start shooting. Let's just move the rest of my army forward a little bit. Right, we have cav on this side, so I'm actually going to start moving over this cav over here.
We are ready.
Let's pull back. This is shock cavalry, so though it should be able to deal with the war beasts. Okay, they do have cav coming up this side, so I do need you back. This is a missile cav, so it's not the worst thing in the world to be hitting me. Right, and now let's get the counter charge going. Let's move these guys up on the flanks. charge these guys into there. Just charge all of these in straight into those guys.
Dark Elves! Dark shards! Murder awaits!
Let's throw a wind spell through the centre of these guys.
Hear my words!
Right, you guys can start pushing in. Malekith can start making their way towards their mage. These guys can fold in as well.
Forward! At once!
Hammering into the sides.
Massacre them!
Those war beasts are dealt with. Let's charge this cav. Let's get these guys shooting here. Let's start pulling these guys in a bit closer.
Naggarond! Moving out! Druki!
Let's keep the pressure on. I don't want to give these guys a chance to recoup.
Merciless host! Corsairs! Battle ready!
Right, I need to watch this cav. I need to get these guys out there taking a bit too much damage. Let's get these guys on the war beasts. Right, so we're breaking these. I need to keep the pressure on. I want to completely rout these guys. Let's kill this damned mage. I don't want these guys to have a chance to regroup and hit me again, basically. So I need to be careful. I don't want to go too far forwards, but you guys can pull back. Right, we need to reform now. Let's pull back and reform, guys. Right, they are completely broken now. And let's bring them over just to cover those guys a little bit more. Bring these in and let's get my archers back up and in. Right, these guys are recouping, as you can see. However, they're probably not going to last long with that recoup. Let's charge that lord. Okay, let's turn and keep the pressure on then. Start hitting that. You can just leave. I want him off the battlefield. I can't break him. Let's bring him up. Let's kill that cav.
Dark shards! Merciless warriors!
So we're getting nicely engaged here. Let's do another nice counter charge. Okay, we're a little too spread out here. I don't like being this spread out. Let's get them up involved and let's start hitting those war beasts to free up that unit. Get you into the side there.
Dark Riders! By Cain!
Let's pull these guys out. Let's give these guys some support.
Attack!
Oh, why are you guys sitting there? You guys can just push through. Okay. Right, let's throw a wind spell across here. This flank shouldn't last long. Let's start pushing across. Steal some HP from those guys. Get myself a bit more magic. Not that I really need it. I need to stop doing that. You guys can get involved here. You guys can start pushing into the side. You can keep chasing. That's doing nicely. We're shredding them. I'm losing that unit, however. Our Murderous Prowess is about to proc, which is going to give us a huge boost. Murderous Prowess is procced, which is going to massively buff the damage my guys are pushing out. Charge into their cav.
Dark Riders! Dark Elves!
Right, let's charge them up here as well. Get that lord. Let's get these. Let's keep hitting them actually. Whack another wind spell through these guys. Keep this pressure on. Where is their lord? They are breaking. We're getting the mass rout going on here then. So mass rout is happening now. And that is the matter out, so we have beaten them. Let's try and kill their lords before this finished. Where is their other lord? I actually already killed him, so I can't see it.
This was not meant to be! No!
Anyway, so that's the end of the battle. So, not bad, I took a lot of damage, but when you consider how many people I was fighting, that was good. That went well, considering how many people I was fighting against. And even with my things, I lost a lot of cav, but these are shock cav, so you're always good. Shock cav die, in my experience. It could be I'm using them wrong, but I always lose shock cav. So, 500 for well over 1,000 are there, so I'm happy with that. We need to keep pushing it. These guys, I'm loving those Black Art Corsairs. They were doing nice damage there and getting around things, though they do take a bit more damage. Oh, this is a tricky one. So I don't necessarily want the extra slaves. I'm going to take that. Slaves also give me negatives. However, I can burn them off on rituals. Okay, so hero activity failure. Now let's start doing some double tapping of these armies. I'll take the XP from you.
My cruelty knows no limits.
No, I'm not going to double time just yet, but I am going to start marching this way.
Very well.
Recapture that settlement I've lost. So we do have the quest for the destroyer as well. Alright, so we've got this one up. This is good, but later on, so I can ignore that for now. I'm going to start going down pure damage for him. Or do I want to get a few more spells? You know, that's a Hex, Blade Wind, which is a Vortex. I've already got that spell. It's a Hex around. Oh, that's very good. So that's a map-wide minus 15 armor. Constant minus 15 armor. But it's got 18 seconds. I'm confused by that. It does say constant, however. It's a passive ability, so it gives everybody minus 18 armor. Later on, we've got things like Doom Bolt, Bombardment, Solstice, you know. So he's got some nice spells, but I'm going to go down this one to get that minus, because that's very good. That'll help my armies fighting massively. And then I'm going to start pushing down the straight damage tree. And let's make sure he is equipped fully, because we probably have a few new... did I lose the items from the other person? Right, so he's got 6 damage and allows magical damage. Oh, sorry. Enables magical attacks, so I can go straight for 8 extra damage. Allows the ability Potion of Toughness, and it has a Cold One mount. Okay, I'm happy with that at the moment. Let's recruit another Lord. Let's try and get one high loyalty. So we'll take the Sword and Shield one. And let's start recruiting her. It starts at 7, which is good. Let's start recruiting her some basic units. And let's see what I can build first. Is there anything I can build? So, right, let's have a look. Let's get a Reaper Bolt Thrower in there, because I want to get one up in his army. That I can probably build that straight into his army, can't I?
The Witch King is victorious.
Because I've not charged. Let's get a Reaper Bolt Thrower straight in there. Let's not bother with that here, and let's... This is tricky. Go for a couple of very basic infantry units. Right, and end turn! Next turn we'll be recapping, and then we'll be pushing up north again. We're probably going to lose one of the settlements up north. Hopefully I can force a ceasefire. That is my aim at the moment, to try and force a ceasefire here against these guys. This is... I just need breathing space. because I'm being attacked from everywhere. I don't have enough to deal with it. Again, I probably went aggressive too soon, but if I don't go aggressive, they'll build up more. I don't have to worry about those guys below because they look like they're about to be taken, which is annoying because I wanted to go back and take those territories later on. However, you know, I'm happy to do this, and Aghol is going. I mean, I am going to be in open conflict with them very, very soon. No, I'm not taking this peace treaty. It's too late for that, mate. I need my settlement back, basically. Should I take it once I've got that settlement back?
Sabotage, my lord. An enemy power has sent a hero to disrupt the running of your domain. This act of aggression
doing
cannot
nicely.
be left
Let's
unanswered.
go and hit this. He was just telling me that something one of theirs was happening. Nice easy auto resolve.
I am unstoppable.
Start throwing up more walls. What do I want here? I've got too damn many slaves. I can use these rights to burn off some of my slaves if needs be. However, they're not always necessarily useful because I don't have a sorceress. Let's perform a rite which allows us to recruit a black ark. Doesn't mean I have to recruit that black ark straight away. It just puts one into my recruitment. Well, I can get dark riders with shields, which are nice. Though I probably want to start pushing up my economy. Let's slave pens are going to be very good now. So that's 100 income. Sorry, yeah. So 100 generate income generated per 100 slaves, 10. So that's going to be getting me over 100 extra income a turn. This is now duplicated, but I want to build it up before I swap it out. And Malekith has leveled up again. You can get that one to get the debuff, and we will probably pop up there at some point. Okay, and we need to get a new tech. So I'm going to go this way just to get myself a Black Ark Corsairs. Okay, I know you're telling me off for that, I don't care. Oh no, I can do this again. Let's up my public order a bit more and end turn. Whoa, things are getting tricky. Well, we've pushed them back at least, so that's not too bad. You know, so we are doing nicely here. We're getting nice and aggressive. Hopefully going to be able to push up and deal with the north. Hopefully these guys will hold Aghol off long enough for me to not have to worry too much about them. And then we can get back, you know, once I've dealt with the north, I want to fully capture this area, and then they can have the one territory. I'll accept a peace treaty then. I need to pay attention to those Skaven, because while they're allied with me, they're not trustworthy. And you see, that settlement is gone. So they are going to be on me soon. And they have a lot of armies, so I really do need to start building up. So maybe I should accept the peace treaty with these guys. This is tricky. Up here is also going to have a rebellion soon. You know what, I'm just going to knock over buildings here. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to offer peace treaty with these guys again.
You seek a pact with Norscan tribes.
Let's see if I can drag some money out of them.
Either way, I shall see you dead. You wish Spawndom?
How much? They offered me 900 before. Let's try and drag 900 out of them.
This time.
So for now, that will hold them for the time being. Let's start pulling over. I'm going to get a wall here as well.
Favored of the Witch King. No, Not possible.
You can keep recruiting.
What violent delight.
No, let's get you
A
some
noble
archers.
prospect.
This is a walled settlement.
In Naggarond, the strong thrive and the weak drown. Ridiculous.
Wow, things are not going well.
Cruel and deadly.
Naggaroth, warrior.
For anybody clan septic will probably accept a trade agreement at this point. I'm trading with Skaven. That is not a good idea. So yes, right. I'm losing there, so I don't care. That place is not going to last. So that place can fall to chaos. I will probably need to go and deal with that chaos army, but I don't care for the moment. That place can sit there. I need to be able to deal with the incoming forces from Agol. Yeah. I need to deal with them and deal with the chaos corruption. I need to get them on side. But they are always going to be a very, very aggressive enemy faction. So we need to pay attention to them, make sure I'm always aware of what they're doing. And as soon as I can, I'm just going to charge up there and crush them. I mean, they are, I've been able to deal with the armies they've been throwing at me, but it's by no means been easy. It's they're big, low-level armies, but we'll have to see what these guys do, because they are at war with me, and they are going to go full charge. I've lost that settlement. I know I've lost that. Oh, actually. I don't care about that settlement. I'm not going to fight it. I don't care about that settlement in the slightest. So, and that's that done. I can ignore the north now for the time being anyway. As I said, I do want to get my walls up, because this gives me a lot more defences. Let's start buffing up my economy a bit more as well. We've got the cav, so what else do I want here? We'll leave that one for this turn.
What?
That is reasonable. Do I have military access for these guys?
What dark and callous plans do you wish? Never.
You need to give me military access, or you're going to get crushed. Now, does Malekith have the ability to do lightning strikes? Anyway, we are
Dreadlord, awaiting command. Restless.
in a fun situation here. So we'll probably pop this into slaves next turn, or I could pop it into growth. Actually, I'm going to drop one into growth for the time being. Okay. So, just going through all the enemy turns. As I said, this does take a while because there are quite a lot of them. Agol are inevitably going to be pushing on the Great Arena, and then we're going to have to be fighting back against Agol. I need to get that other army built up, actually. I was silly not to be putting troops in it this turn. And we are going to start being very aggressive against them and pushing to a recapture of the lost territories there. They do have some areas in the north as well, which I am going to need to deal with at some point. So here Agol come. Oh, they stole some of my technology. Why everybody else isn't allying with me against them, I don't know.
Favoured of the Witch King.
The people are
Well, let's pop a bit more into economy. I'm going to knock that one over for the moment. Actually, I don't care about growth just now.
I am the Witch King.
For the Witch King.
I have too little.
Cease your provocations.
Right, let's just end turn here. I messed the start up here. I should have gone and dealt with Skaven and secured my home region before doing anything else. So I crippled myself a little bit of a start, though I'm beginning to come back. However, Agol are big, so when this war happens, when this war's already started, but when I start having to get involved, it's gonna get difficult. It's gonna be a long, hard grind back, and if I make... Basically, they can afford to make mistakes because they can keep throwing out armies. I can't. If I make a mistake, I will be done. I might even need to go and take the Great Arena for its own good. That's too late. Right, I need to start moving Malekith up now to deal with that. Grond has been destroyed. Right. I'm not double timing. No, I'm going to double time down to towards Naggarond.
The people grow restless.
I know the people grow restless. Let's go for public order. Let's throw lots into public order here at the moment, and let's get her some more troops.
Enacting my dark desires. What violent delight.
Let's get some cheapy troops.
Enacting my dark desires.
Okay, and next turn we're gonna attack here. Right, so Malekith is going on the offensive now with his army. It's a reasonable army, it's not the best army. I need to break them before they bring all of their armies. They've got 4 or 5 armies up that way, and they can bring, if they bring them all to bear at once, I'm in trouble. So we need to start pushing against them quickly, and they're also spreading chaos corruption through this land. Well, with Dark Elves, we don't like chaos corruption because I do believe it does affect my public order. So, yeah. Things are not going well. As always in this campaign, basically, this campaign is just jumping from not going well to not going well to not going well. And, oh god. It's over, guys. I have now lost. There is no way I am winning this battle, and when I lose this battle, this campaign is over. So yes, the Dark Elves are in an interesting starting position, and you can lose. This is unusual. I don't usually, occasionally I have a few bad turns at the start, but I usually manage to pull it back. So I was not expecting quite so many. Oh, and they're attacking downhill. We are going to do the age-old tactic of corner camping. It's a bit lame, I know, but I'm kind of in a position where I'm being forced to corner camp, guys.
On to slaughter.
Moving out.
Make them bleed. Onward.
It is done. To destruction.
So, I don't like doing corner camping. It is a cheap, nasty tactic, but right now it is my best option. So we still have my Hex. We are in trouble. I am almost certainly not... I'm not going to win this battle. Here they come. I'm double timing until they're there. They're just waiting until all of their guys are ready. And then they are just going to swarm me and overwhelm me. Yeah. This... I'm actually going to spread my troops a little bit differently if I can. Are they going to let me do that? Right, that'll do anyway. So well, actually the other way around. I'm being a little OCD here. Here they come. Oh, this is gonna be painful. In fact, let's put everybody on guard mode. Bolt thrower in range just yet. Not quite. Move him slightly. And we should start engaging now.
Horses! Moving out!
No!
Advance, Druki! Moving out! Forward!
I'm going to arrange my archers soon. I'm going to throw out a net to slow some of them up at least.
Dark Elves!
It's good, that means I can get my guys on here.
Advance! Druki! The merciless host!
Okay, we are engaging with archers.
Malekith! Attend me!
Here comes the charge.
Cold-blooded killer! Malekith!
Oh! So they've got a lot of magic to throw at me as well here, which is going to cause issues.
Chariots! Dead! Naggarond!
We start supporting those units. We are fully engaged now. Pop his buff.
Attend me! Eager back!
That is not good. Try that spell again. Malekith is right in the middle of them actually now.
They shall suffer! Chariot!
Right, they've got a hole there. Let's charge my cavalry to plug that gap.
Dread spears!
Come on, Malekith. We can start charging down towards him.
Fountain of Pain.
Malekith is slowly cutting his way through there. That is terrible. Let's get against those mages. Let's get all of my archers on those mages. These chariots are going to try and charge through as well.
I crave battle.
Come on!
No mercy.
So Malekith is engaging one of those mages now. Same one all of my archers are on. So he's going to go down quickly.
True heir of Anariel.
Pop the spell again. One mage down, let's hit the other one. My guys are starting to break now. Just pin a few units so I'm not getting quite as badly hit. Pull these guys right back.
All shall tremble.
Make sure they're on this guy, not the mage.
The destroyer hungers.
Oh, come on, we can do this. So some of my my Kaldra chariots are enraged.
Malekith.
We are shredding that mage. Keep focusing on the mage. Come on, Malekith, you can do this. We are crumbling now. So this is over. They've broken the line and we are crumbling. They already have reinforcements coming in as well. Even if I were to hold them, there's an entire other army to deal with here. Basically everything is on. Let's try and kill the Lord at least. Everything is attacking Malekith now. He is on his own, fighting valiantly here. I'm not sure valiantly is the right word for Malekith, but he is on his own, fighting hard.
No! This was not meant to be! The gods watch!
Come on! They're breaking their lord at least. Get myself a little bit more magic. Malekith is beginning to break.
Your general has been wounded in the fighting and carried from the field, sire.
And it's over.
His loss will be keenly felt by those left fighting. Dealers in death. Dark shards. Eager for battle.
Come on, let's get one more volley against him.
Dark shards. Our masters desert us. No!
I don't have an option to make them run away, which is really bad because they need to run away. Right, let's just psycho charge then. So yes, that was, you can see the dead here, the sheer line of dead. Wow, they're not breaking my archers yet. Let's just double time this because my guys are not going to last long now. They're kind of milling. I don't think they quite know what to do. We're actually breaking some of their units here. This is not quite what I expected. We are not losing as easily as I thought here. Maybe I should have put these guys up into the actual line. I need to check what these guys' actual melee stats are like. Actually, the melee stats are not terrible. They're not brilliant, but they're not terrible. But we are starting to break, and the mass rout is now going to be on, because there's no way we can deal with this. I don't blame them for mass routing at this point, because, you know, look at what they're facing. Even if they kill what's on them, they've got that, and there's an entire other enemy army. Let's try and hit him a few more times at least before we break. And it's over. Still a close defeat. So I don't think that was as close as they made out. Malekith got a hell of a lot of kills there, wandering around through the enemy lines. But yeah, I am in trouble here. So this campaign may well come to an abrupt conclusion. Now, I mean, I've got a lot of armies in Naggarond itself who can come and defend, and hopefully we can sally forth next turn and hit them. But they've got more and more armies coming my way, so I am in proper trouble now. Though we've been in proper trouble repeatedly in this campaign, guys. And with that, this is the end of this segment. With Naggarond being besieged and all of these enemy armies here. So I'm going to save up here, and we will be continuing this, and hopefully we'll actually be continuing this without losing, but we shall have to see. Thank you very much for watching, guys.